JB, can you remember a time where your guys stuck to a game plan for that long, that consistently?
I mean, it was one of our best for sure. The understanding and the execution of what it was going to take for us to win this game. Again, you see it on film, then you get thrown into it. Right, to be able to have a couple of days and the experience of going through it, I thought our guys did a great job of picking up what we needed to do in order to make it tough on them and to come up with a win.
And then, I mean, as you well know, you came into tonight not shooting well all playoffs, but you're getting layup after layup and scoring in the paint early on. Does that make it easier to shoot, to make the ball go in later?
Yeah, I mean, I think it always builds confidence when you see the ball go in the basket some. I like the way that we were just attack-minded and to keep getting to the paint. We didn't settle for the first quick one that we saw. Like, we were attack-minded and understanding how they're playing with their space. And that's another thing, executing a game plan on the offensive end of the floor, too. I thought we did a really good job of. But again, we like to create for one another, and I thought we did that. And we're going to continue to do that, and the shots are going to go for us. So just to have the belief and confidence in one another to make the right basketball play over and over again, I thought was huge for us.
JB, Evan obviously did a great job in the interior defensively. Tatum and Brown were getting there a lot, and he was able to prevent them from getting going. What allowed you guys to be able to do that, and how, when you have these guys in the perimeter able to funnel it back to him, how much help is it for them to have that guy there at the rim line?
I mean, it's just the trust that they have in him because they understand how good he is at what he does. He's one of the elite paint protectors in our league. He does a great job. Typically, he does a great job of defending without even fouling. Tonight I thought there were a couple pump fakes he went for that got him out of position, but they know that he's back there, and they know that the shot that the guy takes is going to end up being a difficult one. And a lot of times, shots that typically would be at the rim because they see him back there become even more inefficient shots because now they're that little 8 and 7 foot pull up or floater over a contested hand. And then Evan doesn't have to help up, and he stays in rebounding position also. So it's a huge benefit for us to have him back there. And the trust level from our guys and understanding that he's there makes their job a lot easier and then gives them more confidence on the ball versus elite offensive players.
And obviously, Donovan was great in that second half, getting you guys out that lead. But you obviously go down 14-5, first couple of minutes of the game, call timeout. Things quickly turn around. What kind of went on in the timeout, and what allowed you guys to get back in the game right there before things obviously could have gone in another direction?
I mean, it just was a conversation about what was happening. There were some loose balls that they got. Point of emphasis for us we needed to be better at. There was threes that they were taking, point of emphasis that we needed to be better at. So I think the guys stuck together and just made the shift. And then once they saw it start to work, their confidence grew that this was going to work, and they went out and executed it well.
Steve.
Looked like you had a real concerted effort to get Evan going offensively early in that game. And he had that stretch in game one where he scored like 4 buckets in a row or something. Did any carryover to that? Did he just feel good offensively?
I think, he understands where his spots are and when he can be aggressive. And, you keep an eye on the matchups and how they're guarding him and then how they're guarding the actions that he's involved in. A lot of times, they're putting smaller guys on him and then they're switching. So now he creates leverage to catch the ball in the paint. He catches it in space versus a smaller guy and is able to go and attack from there. So I thought his teammates did a great job of recognizing his advantages and finding them when he had them.
Right.
You said the other night and this morning that a big focus for you guys was to not allow them to get to their spots as easily. How did you think that you guys did in that regard?
I thought we did a really good job. I thought we were really good and physical without fouling. I think that's the key here. If you allow these guys to get to their spots and get to their shots, they're hard to stop. But again, like we're talking about with Evan being in the paint, and then the job that Max and Karras and Isaac did on the ball on their elite playmakers and scorers, and Darius as well. They just didn't get to their spots because it was too crowded, and they forced them to take in more inefficient shots.
When Evan had to leave the floor with his 4th foul at the end of the 3rd quarter, Tristan came in and seemed to give them a lot of problems. In that situation, how crucial does a contribution like that become?
I mean, he's a vet who's seen it all, right? Tristan has been to multiple finals, won a championship, just understands the moment and what it takes, and he just is an intelligent basketball player. It's the absolute trust to not play him all game, and then in critical moment be able to throw him out there because he's going to do the right thing and help you on both sides of the ball.
Joe G.
We talked all year about Karras attacking the rim and then opening things up for everybody else. What did you think about him setting the tone early tonight?
Again, I thought he was great, and he's just got that offbeat wiggle that's difficult to stay in front of. He does a great job of getting to the paint, getting all the way to the rim. He's got creative finishes. He's also dangerous because he can make late passes that a lot of times defenses aren't ready for. So, I thought he was great tonight, putting that pressure on him, setting the tone. And we needed that boost off the bench. And again, I think he was great at it.
I know you guys emphasized the catch and shoot, defending the catch and shoot threes. How do you think you defended that?
I thought we did a great job. I thought we were really good and early. We weren't late to the ball like we were in game one. And then, we were active with our hands on those closeouts so they didn't just get quick catch and raise threes. So, again, I thought they executed well tonight. They competed well. And it was a great team effort because everybody that went out there contributed and gave us something.
Coach, congratulations. Your team has playoff experience the past couple of years, but the road had been tough, whether it be in New York or the 3 games in Orlando or game 1. Was anything different, or was there some sort of emphasis or talk about being able to be even more mature in the playoffs on the road despite the struggles that you had the past couple of years?
Yeah, I think our focus in our conversation was tonight we needed to be better than we were, the first game. And I thought our guys took that to heart. And went out, and these games come down to execution, right? And who executes the best is the team that typically is going to win the game. And I thought our guys executed a game plan tonight to a T and, did what they had to do to make it extremely difficult on Boston. And that works whether you're at home or on the road. And then throw on top of that, we had some shots fall for us finally. And when we defend the way that we defended and the shots start to fall, what we do travels and we can win anywhere.
Last one, Joe.
You say every now and then that this team gets left for dead and you guys keep going. But there's reasons that you are in those spots, like whether it's losing streaks or a tough couple games in the middle of last series, game 1 you lose like you did. So what does it say about this team that when things seem to look bleak or bleakest is when you almost always respond?
It talks about the togetherness of the group, the resilience of the group, and the importance of winning to them. That's the most important thing to the guys is, there is nothing else that matters. There is no other agenda. We've got playoff games in front of us that we need to win, and the guys sacrifice and are willing to do whatever it takes to win because they don't want to disappoint one another. And that's why, again, when it seems like our back's against the wall and, things are, difficult, our guys figure out a way together to get through it. And again, speaks to their character and their want to do the right thing for one another. Appreciate you.